grease on his hands, wind in his face. No one understands. Dean the motor, riding fast, deep fried through the morning mist under a big blue sky. Duct tape and coffee keeps his soul alive. Holiday growls loud as freedom comes alive.
Rob's neighbor, good morning, Motorcycle. How are you, brother? He's waiting for the chickens to clear. There! The chicken's cleared. Yeah, I got your picture now there, Mac. That's really cool. I'm going to try to get it in the share here in a minute. That artwork you found wherever you're doing it at is freaking fantastic.
I think I captured Sick pretty good, didn't I?
I haven't seen it up close yet. I got it on my little thing here. I'm about to put it up where we can look at it good.
It's a rather large 4K type size picture.
Yeah.
I got it in panoramic mode.
Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna get it up. Did Keyfob see his, the one you sent me?
No, I didn't. I did it from the email, and I don't have Keyfob's email. I only have his
we got to put that up too, man, because that's freaking
motorcycles
wild.
Keyfob, you can send me your email, and I'll send it to you. Oh, have you got a chance to see it yet, Sick?
I don't think I.
Oh, I sent it to you also.
Did you? I don't check my email every single day, like every other day kind of thing, but I'll check.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mac. I am sorry. I'm bad with the emails, Mac. I'm bad.
I thought it was just me at first.
No, I'm horrible. Like I go, I get such crap, and it's always bills or some reminder. You know.
Yeah. Shit you won't want to look at.
Hey, American Outlaw.
Yeah.
Good morning, American Outlaw. How are you?
Rob's neighbor. Man, you got motorcycles. You got a bunch in here.
I know, right?
We're caught through here, so everyone's saying hello. So that's
yeah, man. Freaking great to see y'all.
I miss Robert. Robert just now rolled up where I could see him. So morning, Robert.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, we got a few cool. We got another guy sneaking in here, sneaking in under the radar. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Ooh. I got Ray pretty good too.
Yeah.
When you get a chance to see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I sent you the picture too, Ray.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Freaking fantastic.
That's way into the future.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You got a lot of riding to do. Hey, Connie.
We live already, huh?
About as live as we're going to get.
Yes, we are.
Any old cars or trucks with the.
It's hot. I'm just trying to get these pics uploaded because they're so cool.
Oh,
so I'm focused on that. Sorry, people. There it is. That's nice. Let me get that one up right now. Right now.
Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
No, because you blurred it out. What'd you say?
No, I was wondering if I'm coming through okay, or is it just my side that's having a wonky connection?
So far, I think it's your side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop out under the pipe.
You're gonna come back in? Okay, see what happens. Okay, look at this craziness.
Well, this is way in the future.
Wow.
And we're still doing our podcast.
We got Old Mac here on the left. That's really cool. Now I'm just getting to figure out what's going on here. Let's see.
And you see the guy right next to me. Down on the front, it's got all your nameplates down there.
Modi. Oh yeah, I got that. Modi Baum. We got Ray. Sick bastard. Back to some use. Woo!
Happy.
Ain't
I
that
wonder
cool,
what he
guys?
felt like back
Look
then.
at there. There's the gate.
Yeah.
There's the gate.
The
There's
Harley's
God.
just floating by. You can just pick one there. I think I'll have that one today. You know,
Yeah, buddy.
Who's sitting on the right hand side there? That's
even God's happy. Look at him up there. He ain't got that grumpy
Oh,
look
yeah.
you usually have.
He
like-
looked like finally these guys made it. I was worried about them.
Yeah.
I was
Especially-
so worried about
especially
them.
that-
Here.
Especially that one. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna say which one.
Hmm.
We made him leave his bung outside the gate.
I know. It's all right. He's pretty happy here too. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's great. Good fun, you guys. Who else here? Connie this morning. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Robert. Trying to pay attention a little bit. Who's here? American Outlaw. Rob's neighbor. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to show this the key fob one. I thought was really wicked. I'm like, I would use, if that was I'd use that for everything. So nice. Let's see what this one is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the one, the key fob one is Escaping Alabama.
We'll get that.
That's the land of,
Oh, yeah.
what is it? Dragons and Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. You'll
And
see
his
it in a
fire
minute.
breathing dinosaur, his fire breathing dragon he was riding.
Yeah.
Man, them
You know,
stuff-
Nona
that
Grace,
Mercedes
she really
followed
loved
me
that.
all the way to 20.
This is this is
Yes.
us trying to get up to the buffet before the lines get too long.
This is all out of Mac's brain, how he kind of envisioned whoever he was making. We got key fob there riding with old Mac and Angelique as the eagle flies. And key fob with the
He
beard.
got that serious determination on his face.
Yeah, man.
We're going for food.
He's like, I'm going to pass that Mac here. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
let him. He's been staying in front the whole damn way.
Been throwing gravel all on these county roads over here in
Yeah,
Alabama.
eating his dust. No, that's good, man.
Well, you notice we've all got red, white, and blue gloves on.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I
Yeah,
make
give
sure,
me a
like,
new pair of gloves.
I went out for a ride yesterday, tried to. Couldn't do it. My toes either broke, sprained, or whatever. It's all black and blue. And I couldn't do it, but I made sure I found my red, white, and blues first. I say they weren't handy. He's like, where did I leave them this time?
I dropped
Yeah,
my phone outside the window, Jazz. Give me a second.
Okay.
I was gonna tell Key Fob I took my camera apart when we got up there at the end of our ride. My camera had water in it. I could see moisture inside the lens. I took it out and dried it out, and today it looks good in there. So I don't care about moisture showing on anywhere else. The lens is the only thing that affects the video.
How'd you dry it out?
I took it apart and used my air dryer and off to the side, not directly into it, and then laid it over there and just over there open to the air, and
Okay.
then put it back on.
So key fob.
Yeah.
Are you ready to see the most kick-ass picture in the world?
Throw it out there, man. What
When
you
I
got?
saw this, I was floored. I mean, like, this is so good, and I just could imagine
Oh my God! Look at that.
Yeah.
how you would have felt about it.
I saw that. That's I love it.
That is just intense, fantastic. Screams some key fob. It really does.
Mac must have found another app somewhere.
I did. I
Personally,
wish
like-
you guys. I'll give you the app, but it is really so. I mean, it's so easy to use. You don't get no pressure for you to join or you have to do this. It's called Chat GPT. Chat
Yeah.
HAT GPT, And if you go to it, you don't have to sign up. You don't have to
Right.
do.
Yeah, you better hit these sites while they're hot if you need some cool artwork like that.
Hands them,
Because
yeah.
you don't, who knows how long they'll be around, you know? They
Yeah.
might not. We don't know. This is all kind of new to me anyway. Maybe it's been around forever. I don't know. I don't see
know that.
nobody else putting out stuff like you are all over the place. Put it that way, Mac. This
It's
is
whatever is inside of your brain. You literally can describe it by
Yep.
typing it onto the screen, and it will develop whatever you have, and it'll give you some suggestions.
Yeah.
And it'll do whatever you tell. I told it to have the dragon's head coming out the headlight. It did that.
Gosh. Do you think they'll have a program that you can?
And you can actually use your real, like for instance, if I'd had a good picture of, well, see when you're inside of a helmet, it don't matter because you can't see faces. But like if this morning, if I'd had good pictures of you and Ray and Sick sitting on the panel, you know,
Yeah.
real good picture. I didn't have any available. They're on the phone, but I didn't have them in the computer.
Yeah.
I had not transferred them over to the computer.
Well, I'll email you some.
But if you guys play with it, if you go down there right where it says you add your information, hit that little plus there, and it allows you to upload a real picture of yourself, and you will be displayed in that picture.
Pretty much perfectly. Yeah.
It's a fun thing to play with.
It really looked cool.
But you guys got busy lives. I don't have a life. I mean, I'm retired.
I'm not that busy, Mr. Mac.
I am, but I'm not. Sometimes, yeah.
Only one of us on the panel has a job.
Yesterday, I stayed
Thank God he's paying all of our what do we call it? What do they call that stuff we get now? Even though we work for it, they call it something else. Our Social Security is, it's like they're giving us something, but they didn't. We work for it, but they pretend that.
I can't think of it.
There's a name of it, but
it'll hit you.
I can't think what it's called either.
Entitlement. Yeah, our entitlement. Yeah, that pisses me off to no end. I've never received any entitlements in my life. I mean, I have had a lot of good luck in my life, but I've worked for everything I've ever had. And so have you, Ray, and so have you guys. You worked for yourself.
Yeah.
Sure have.
My entitlement comes in at times like I've noticed when I'm like that, which I have been a lot.
I'm going to send a text feedback north.
Like at work. And you get somebody new comes in and you're like, you shouldn't be the treatment of the bottom of the totem pole at times. And if you have a time where you're feeling that
I
way,
like that.
You that's when my old ego will raise up and my entitlement stuff.
McDonald's bad service.
Like, you know.
I enjoyed seeing Ray down in Panama City down there when he was wanting to go shopping. They had all their bikes laid out there. That was pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
He don't miss anything. Ray, you're the most ridingest guy. I mean, if you want to go to Kentucky, you just go to Kentucky. You don't have any boundaries.
Nope. Have nothing to do. Nowhere to go. So I can go wherever.
I had some time this morning in between doing these art things. I went over to Keyfob's and I got to watch him cook this big old rump roast. I believe it pot roast or rump roast or some kind of roast. Fry it like you'd fry a hamburger. Ooh, it had that dry rub on it. Damn, that looked good.
What I did is
there it is.
A bunch of
McDonald's bad service.
And then I cooked the chuck roast in the bacon grease on like 2 and 3. So it was just high enough.
Bad.
It's
I don't see much on that site, but I got it pulled up.
Oh, look at his shorts down there. He's got quite a few cooking shorts. He's got Keyfob has quite a few cooking shorts.
Things.
We're on
the site. You're talking about
the computer's so slow. We're all in different dimensions.
I didn't notice that myself, but
right there. See,
Yeah.
you have to sign up. I mean, when I say you don't have to put no credit cards in there, you don't have to promise your first child or nothing. Signing up is just getting your name and stuff, and you can create it. And then when you go back, man, it is the most wonderful program.
Face the final frontier.
Yeah.
And it will create like motorcycles. If you tell it the kind of brand of motorcycle you want, it does. You see, I put the Ultra Classic in there, and it gave me the fairing with the all that stuff. And if I could have remembered what Keefob's bike was, it would have made a replica of his bike.
Yeah. Was
But
it ST? Something?
Yeah, the ST.
Yeah, man.
if I'd have only thought of that, see, I didn't think of it, and I couldn't. So whatever it threw out is what you got. I know you don't ride one of those old fashioned looking machines, but
I'll ride anything, man.
Hell yeah, me too.
It is. As long as it's got a motor and it gets me down the road.
Giving stuff instead of working ass off. Some people.
Hey Dean, since you're all broke toe now and all, do you want me to bring that automatic Honda up there to you so you can ride around while your toe heals?
How you? No, I'm good. Be all right. Thank you. You asked me that before, and I was like, I was good, but it's just sore. It feels good today. I'm not going to try and do anything with it until tomorrow. Hopefully, it gets another good day of heal, and we'll be fantastic.
Well, today's the last good day for us till probably Monday. It's supposed to rain the entire week.
Yeah, we're supposed to have it today.
Somebody made a comment about my driveway being really rough. You notice most of the time when I leave out, I don't use my driveway. I drive up through the yard. But now we can't drive through the yard because you had bogged down and we'd have to get an 18-wheeler to pull you out or something.
Mushy.
Yeah, you would.
You doing quick shoe? Panama Ray, yeah.
I'm all right.
Hey, brown chicken.
Did you bring home any good souvenirs or anything from there? Interesting, or just your memories?
Pictures, memories.
Yeah. Are we gonna see a vlog from there or anything? Maybe. Video.
Just the one that came out Monday.
Yeah. That was pretty exciting. It was pretty upbeat on that, from what I remember.
Yeah. What you get, what you got. No editing, no nothing.
Yeah.
No censoring, no editing. I tried to get a better picture of the girls washing bike waving at me, but they was on every corner down there.
That was kind of funny when you was talking about that and having Katie there and just joking around. It was a good time.
She don't care.
Yeah, I know she did, but
my niece, Motobomb, my niece that sells the 7 Seas with her sailboat.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to be heading out to Cambodia here in July, I believe it is. And they're going to sell their craft around the world. Well, that's where they're going to take off over there in Cambodia, and they're going to go around the world with their craft. She's a professional photographer. She's also a retired nurse. She's got a lot of things going on for her. When she saw our video of me and Keefob riding up there, she said that was the widest angle panoramic view I've ever seen in my life of riding. And she didn't realize, she said it was just like I was riding with you.
Yeah.
She really loved it.
Yeah.
Good times.
That's good. She's enthused about it. And that's what an adventure she has. Waking up every day knowing you're going to see some incredible and do some incredible things like that, and experience life on a whole different level than we are right now. I mean, this is good. I love this, but I think I would trade it for what she's doing.
He's a retired doctor as well, but he was retired from the military. He was in the military, a doctor in the military, and so they can handle almost any situation. Both him and her are medically inclined.
The chicken.
Oh, look at that.
Somebody said
you're going to get brown chicken to start clucking. Brown chicken. Brown chicken.
So I've been looking for one of these for quite a while. I found them at Dollar Tree, and I got my kids one, and I was like, dang. I saw Sterling had one, a few other bits. Like, man, I need to have meat, and I like chickens, and I can never find the section where they're at. Like, and this one was sitting, the only one in the store.
That's great.
Like totally where it didn't belong. It was obviously in a section where just somebody put it back or whatever. And I grabbed it, so I tried to find other ones, see if I could find different colors or whatever. And there was nowhere else where you could find them. So I said, well, that one must have been meant to be, I made it all like it was something, like it was divine intervention. It's just a plastic chicken, but
Sometimes it's the small things that bring you happiness.
That's what I thought. That's exactly, Key5. You get where I'm talking about, man. It was just like nice. And I was like, that one's coming home with me.
Look at this, Motobomb. He's talking about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said small things.
That
He's
always
talking
brings a
about you.
smile to the face, don't it? Yeah. I fall for it. Yeah.
You gonna make smile with that little thing?
Hit the thumb. Just
Myself,
don't hit.
Yeah, there's going to be one of us happy, I'll assure you.
Yeah. Hit my thumb. Just don't hit my toe. My toe's a little sensitive today.
Toes hurting.
Toe is, got it been in a jam.
I've been in a jam. A little bit. Got all jacked up.
Jacked up for sure. Well, I was on that live yesterday with y'all, in case y'all wonder what I'm talking about. I know you're just dying to know, but no, I was washing bikes right on the live, and I was in a hurry to go get back in the garage and grab something. I think is when I came out doing those pictures. Hey, get this. Let's put this and that out there and put it in the setting, because I wrote coffee, and so and my front foot slipped out. Straight out in front of me, and so the back foot tried to keep me up and alive, and the toe went down into the concrete somehow. It twisted or went back one way or the other, and it's all black and blue now. So, and that's my shifter toe. Shifter toe.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Damn toe, yeah. I was like, really?
That's gonna leave a mark.
That's
not gonna
even try to, Connie. I don't know, man. It's just
that's not gonna buff right out.
that ain't buffing out. No.
Ain't buffing out.
I saw the Smyrna Cowboy test ride today with the gadget that he made for the / reel, fishing reels, and what is it? The 3D camera, was it? All I care is that he was able to carry 3 fishing rods. That was neat. Next time he's going to go out catching with them.
Yeah, I haven't been much of a catcher in the past 2 years.
Yeah, some days lemons, some lemonade. You never know. That's why they call it fishing the Insta 360. Yep. Well, I guess you're pretty satisfied with that. You got to feel pretty good about it, and it's something easy you can take on and off. Doesn't majorly pain in the butt for your to be on your 3-wheeler.
Hey, I really like that key fob, that little video, that short you made over there near Gadsden over on 278 when you stopped and had that panoramic view of all the hills and down. Oh, that is a pretty place over there.
Oh, it was, man. I'm glad you kind of hinted that I needed to go in that direction.
I'm thinking you got a lot of towns, more things to see. Freeway, everything just blurs by, and you don't have much memories when you get where you're going because it's all in a flash.
It was amazing ride. Even after I got the donation voucher, it was pretty cool.
The last time Ray was over, he took that same route back, and I think he ended up going across and finally hitting 20 like you did. I think he took the same route back from Coleman.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I got home, and we were only like 30 miles apart. Well, I got home and started doing my video, and he had already got home.
Yeah,
He's
it's
talking yesterday about never speeding. I'm a law abiding man. I don't ever break the law. I'll tell you. I
I
swear.
didn't break the law.
That's a lot. I sound like Ozzy.
You only break it when they catch you.
Yeah.
I.
It ain't illegal if you can't prove it happened.
Hey, the bike likes to do this speed.
Well, if I'm
Doesn't
on the
that count
highway,
for something?
if I'm on the highway, I use my Waves app, and if everybody do what they're supposed to do, it'll tell you what fofo is.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, when they report it, you know.
When we was riding yesterday, when we was riding the other day going into Coleman, I saw a person flashing their light at it, and the next thing I see is key fob giving the old bump on the top of the head. You know, that's a warning of usually a law hiding behind a signpost or something. And sure enough, I ain't never saw so many law in my life out on that day. And
Yeah.
was that because of some kind of was that what was so special about that day? Was that
I was in town.
you was in town? Oh,
Yeah.
Was there?
Well, look at you
holiday
right
that-
now in this group here. Look at how righteous we look, and you look like you're a second story man climbing in through a window.
Yeah, you do. You really do. That's a good observation. He
Look at
is.
that.
Dude, he is. He is peeking through a window. I didn't know you were actually peeking through a window. I just thought you were sitting close in the angle and.
Nah, I
But
dropped
you're,
my
yeah,
phone
you're,
outside.
you're
so I had to go
practicing
get
your peeping Tom skills.
you
got
saw
to-
he had
watch
his
your
head.
Watch
He had his
back
head
your
sideways a while ago. He was coming in.
Sterling, how are you,
Good
brother?
morning, Sterling.
Cops are looking out for truckers the next coming week. Blitz time, like they're going to be put you under the radar.
Oh yeah.
So here's what we did when we was on 6 Live yesterday. I was washing the bikes because I didn't want to miss out on being on the live with them yesterday. So I thought, well, let's write some coffee with the old what do you call it, power washer thing.
Yeah, you did
I
good
thought
on
that was fun, but I think that's when I broke or killed my toe when I zipped back in to get that power washer to lay it down there and that 409 spray.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll learn me. I wanted to be fast. I didn't want to, hold nobody up. I was like, oh, I saw something shiny and I just went right for it. Didn't even think about, hey, can you skate on concrete and not hurt yourself? Guess not. The old toe took a beating. What in the hell is this? Somebody called the cops. We got an Alabama in here.
Hurricane, my friend.
My God, that's been a long time since we've
I
seen him
know.
in there.
Much love to you, man. I'm glad you swung in for a few.
That's something else I got to do. This. I'm going to get back over and hang out with my buddy Hooligan for a little while.
Man. If you were in Gadsden, Alabama, you were maybe 20 minutes away from Fort Payne.
Yep.
Fort Payne. That's definite hooligan territory.
Yep. That's what my thing hooligan.
Yeah, I hope y'all get up. I hope y'all get up and do your own little your BAM, your BAMmer.
Yeah.
It's not Van, but BAM, Alabama.
If I'm 20 minutes from anybody, I'm gonna stop.
Yes. Dang.
If you can't take 20 minutes out of your life to go and see another buddy.
Oh, what if you know about it? Sometimes you don't know you're that close.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. At least
But I pretty much know where everybody lives, so
Ray's like, I know where you live.
I know where you live.
Don't get too smart with me because I know where you live.
I got a friend of mine he won't tell you where he lives, won't give you your address or nothing, but you know something? All you gotta do is Google their name.
Yeah.
Or if you look
it'll bring up all the information.
If you look at enough of the videos, you see almost everything as it is,
Yeah.
You begin to see street signs, road signs, state highways, freeways,
I talk
Well,
about
that's what a friend of mine told me. He said, when you make your videos, I said, anybody can get to your house. I said, well, that's fine.
they make it down my
Because if I
driveway.
don't know they're coming, if somebody comes down my driveway, I mean, we're locked and loaded.
Surprise. Surprise,
Surprise.
surprise, surprise.
Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise.
Surprise.
But now, if I hear a motorcycle coming down the driveway, I won't go out waving with the
You look at-
camera.
You looking light and sick. That way the skylight comes down, reflects, and like you're all light on one side of your body.
I should have in my
You're
photo this
glowing.
morning. In my photo this morning, I should have had light glowing on sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never
glowing.
thought about it.
He's
He
glowing.
needs all the light he can get.
What did you do, cowboy? You says you broke a foot, did you? In 2 places fishing? Damn, that is a. I hope you got a bite and got some good fish that day at least. Don't tell me
Cowboy.
we got skunked and broke a foot because that'd be like,
We're going fishing Sunday till Friday.
yeah. I almost went yesterday. I probably should. I wouldn't have killed my toe, but I was like, I haven't washed the pollen off since spring. That's how long it's been since I washed either bite because the pollen is just horrible. I did all my spokes, with that. What's that cloth? That not cloth, but it looks like a cotton
chamois.
ball.
Oh no,
It looks like a
Microfiber.
cotton ball, and you pull it out of the can, and then you do your chrome and polish it. It's got a lube.
yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen those.
So, devil something or
I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, I had to do that on every spoke, and it was a lot, and I could see a little bit of that surfacey rust, very slightly here and there.
never dull.
It never dull, yeah.
Never dull.
And I cleaned them up really nice. They look so good right now.
Sterling will.
My bikes if you go that detail.
Sterling Will said emery cloth.
Yeah.
Sandpaper, that'll do it.
Yeah, 80 grit.
Should I use some sandpaper on this? Sure, go ahead. Yeah, I think it was Sterling that said don't start your motovlogs. Well, good to see you, by the way, Hooligan, if you left already or if you're just in the background. Thanks for coming in, man, again. I just wanted to say that. It's good to hear you, even for a short. But yeah, not to start your vlogs at your house or to show. And I kind of consciously, been doing that lately. I've been going I'm way too late. I'm way too late. It's already been to my garage and past my mailbox and seeing the numbers and knowing what the neighbors' numbers look like. And
it's really too late for me. 2 years too late.
Up and down the same road every damn day. And I'm like, well, I really ain't got nothing to hide. I don't piss too many people off badly enough. Unless they're just emery. Are you being serious? Then the emery cloth is, what is it?
It's like sandpaper.
Trying to think what, yeah.
Well, I use
before, but I just forget.
Yeah, I use triple aught steel wool. Clean my chrome with.
Yeah, or Scotch Brite for doing spokes. Sometimes I use Scotch Brite. I used to.
Scotch Brite. I was going to ask, is that
I don't have anything with spokes anymore. I got magnesium or aluminum wheels.
Them spokes look so good and they're so nice, but man, they're a pain in the butt. Yeah, giving out. I remember that, Sterling. That is nuts. I wonder if it's somebody too. Well, you don't know. It's always wondering, but. You're like, damn, it was so rude and sucky and saying some of the worst stuff about maybe somebody's life too on there and putting them out on blast. I don't know if you ever been there on Sterling, one of his lives when some butthole is doing that.
What's over here like that?
What, say again, Ray?
I've got to cut the cam off for a minute. Somebody running around here with no clothes on with the back rub.
Yeah?
Well, I turn the camera off. Hey, whoa.
Yeah.
All right, come here.
Yeah, a few turns and But it's cool because I've always have had a 45 on me. Hell. I wish I was more responsible. I'd carry one, but I lay it down or it gets uncomfortable. I put it somewhere. I forget it at work, stuff like that. And I'm just going, man, that's a recipe for disaster for me or somebody else. If they really watch my videos, they will want nothing I got. I don't know, man. I saw you on your live last night. Saw some weird lights like in one corner of the video. I don't know how you did some of that, but it was real late.
The laser lights.
Yeah, maybe I did. No, they look like little sparkles and Christmas lights, just like in one section, like in a quarter of the screen. It was interesting. First part of this video, when I fell down, we got a link. This is great. You got some comments while I get this link if you want to. If not, we're not that far. I don't think we'll get that far behind.
I hope we just got another month. We can wake up to some pretty weather.
Yeah.
We got a big ride this weekend, and it looks like it's going to be about 73 degrees. It should be a good turnout. It said cloudy, but there was no storms predicted.
You did
Yeah,
find
we're
some users.
going to have rain Saturday, I hope.
Hey, Gloria. All right.
Hey, Gloria.
I've got a chapter ride Saturday, and I ain't really in the mood. I hope ain't nobody watching that. What the hell was that?
I don't know. I was going to wait and listen. I didn't mean to play it while you were talking.
Somebody tripped over.
Let's check it out again then.
Oh, that's Cowboy.
Nice little pond.
Going along. Oh.
If you don't fall. Oh.
Don't say it.
No.
Don't say it.
Yep. I'd be like, Emin.
At least the sky's pretty.
Yeah, it helps if you don't fall.
Ooh, that's a different technique fishing. Good
Fishing
Lord.
is not a contact sport.
Good Lord.
Even after all that, falling, being on camera, all that, right?
Yeah.
Still chuckled and was still smiling.
Fishing is not, yeah.
That was me. You had to go beep, 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 beep. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I don't know how funny this was, but it was funny when I was there. My buddy, we go out fishing all the time. It's cold weather. It was winter, and you got to use a jerk bait. A jerk bait has 3 sets of triple hooks. 3. And this guy is really obsessive, like on buying lures, and he has 6 of the same one, in case you lose one and it happens to be the one that is you're confident in catching.
Yeah.
Oh, you have those, and he makes sure, and he had that pull out, open up drawers and lined all up, and he's wearing the gray sweatpants out there, and good Lord, he forgot to buckle the frickin' front of the tackle box when he shut it after he got his last lure. He picked that thing up, it dumped on his lap, and it looked like he had 50 cockaburs all over it. I'm like, gosh, the bites off, and he's got to spend, how much time it takes to unhook from sweatpants hooks. And so he stayed busy I laughed so hard. It was terrible. I felt bad laughing, but I didn't. We get along good, so it was cool.
That's cool.
And he was cool about it too. And we had a great memory to share after that.
That's funny.
More for us than like telling it to y'all, but yeah, I guess you could maybe picture it. Rob says the slimy crud run was great on Sunday. I bet there was 1,000 bikes in an hour that showed up. Slimy crud run.
That's awesome, Rob's neighbor.
Yeah, what's that about? Bike run, huh? He was trying to lure the fish with sympathy. Yeah. Could you just bite, please? I mean, I'm down and out right now. Sympathy, please.
Exactly.
I did say 2 bad words. Well, they were good words at the time. They served their purpose, you know?
I would have been bent, dude.
You probably blessed anybody that was watching.
Yeah.
I always
Oh,
laugh
that's
when I
what
fall
you
between
do.
colorful language. Yeah.
Colorful.
Yeah, I don't care what you do, man. You drop a pickle jar out of the fridge on your toe, the MF will
Oh,
come out of you.
oh yeah,
It will.
yeah.
And you can't fault nobody for that. I don't know why our reserves go to that as a backup. I guess because that's
Yeah.
just how it is.
I don't even like wearing. I don't like having no bare, socks on or nothing in the house.
That's
I
good
always-
though.
Yeah, I always want my feet covered because I'm always
Yeah.
afraid of it. Yeah,
They
'cause
say
I'm
you want.
smashing my feet because I can't feel anything.
Oh, you mean you do wear something all the
As
time?
you can see,
Yeah, I'm
there
constantly.
you go.
Oh,
That's
At
how
yeah,
least
we
Mac,
start.
you let them dogs breathe, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we're
the way to
soft.
go. It didn't work though. The sympathy didn't work, Cowboy said. That's something.
Yeah.
So I remember
know,
a time Eric dropped a crock pot. Very colorful language, I must during his cooking show. Did you
Oh,
have a cooking show? Did I miss that?
I think I was on the phone with him the second time, or I
Yeah.
called him the second. I don't know. He was witness to both times. I was like, dude, I just dropped the second crock pot in 6 months.
Back up. It's
I
all
dropped the backup crock pot.
Ah.
I was like, all is lost.
Yeah.
We are sinking by the stern.
Yeah. See, that isn't all that bad.
Oh man.
Damn, I look old.
Oh mercy.
Yeah.
Well, you don't look old. You look like you got some mileage on you.
Uh,
I was just looking at myself on the big screen. I'm like,
damn. When did
I know what
I
I look
do that,
rough.
I do that too sometimes. Go like, damn, when did that happen? I mean, like my brain always still thinks I'm like in the 20s, you know.
Well, me too.
It's just the way I act and how I feel and
Yeah, me too. My body tells me different.
and sometimes my face and my hairlines and
That's why I don't try to look in the mirror.
stop thinking about Kevin with the chili in the office. You had a chili incident? I prefer to look consumed.
Oh, here's like my face is shrunk in
The face
from,
we're broken. That's right.
you know,
Do for the 1,000-mile checkup.
I know it, right?
Look at me after about 85 years, almost 85 years, my cheekbone's starting to sag.
You're looking freaking great, man. You do.
Come here.
Cheekbone.
Just
That
have to
ain't
be
your
alive.
cheekbone sagging, is it? That ain't your cheekbone going nowhere, is it? Can
No,
you
I
feel
just got a chunk of fat.
just
My little,
fat,
I got
fat,
got little fat cheeks.
fat divot.
Yeah.
That's a dent in your spam.
It's all in the lighting.
Not lying. That's it. I've got age spots on both sides of my head. I told my wife to play connect the dots. You know, I think I'm seeing like one or two. I was like, that, no way. I can't have that. That's, my mind's, that's gross. You can't, like, really? I think that's what they are. Now I'm looking all the time.
Ugh.
And it adds a little stress, to your daily mirror look. You're like,
Yeah.
no, that can't be it. No. So I'm sure one day they'll be like nice and glaring.
I got a dermatologist appointment in the middle of the month.
Only woolly armadillo in existence. Yeah. Old Theo.
Yeah.
The waddle across the yard full of joy.
Well, now
volumes.
he's got his summer haircut now, and man, he is so cool. He is so happy to have that hair off in his body.
Yeah.
But it was 47 degrees last night here in Alabama, and he came over and wanted to get up in the bed with me this morning.
Yeah.
So I had to go get him a blanket.
Keep the chill off the skin.
Yeah, because he's used to having that big old woolly body,
Yeah, that's a big difference. Yeah, that's a big diff.
Here come my little coffee maiden. Thank you, little coffee maiden. Let me give you a tip. I'm going to give you a tip, honey. If you'd have stayed in school, you wouldn't have been waiting on an old man today.
But it's my honor to do so.
That was my tip for the day. Stay in school, young lady. You won't be waiting tables.
Stay in school.
Catchy.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah.
Papa Fooey.
May be nice to have some extra stuff like that you gain from education and all, but I'm like, man, what would I have missed out on?
Education.
Like, yeah, I'd hate to be like stuck to a micromanagement, or I don't know, maybe you can get your way out of that, but that's definitely one part of it. I'm not saying they're all like that, but
I remember
the type of life you live, of responsibility, of having to do this, be here, satisfy this person, make enough there, and I don't know. I don't have too much of that.
I remember getting out of high school and being like, I want to go back.
Yeah. I would like to learn now, though. I'm in a more of a God bless you.
Thank
If
you.
somebody would teach me some God bless you again, killer mathematics or something interesting like that, I'd be into that, the formulas and
Well, I would love to go back to high school simply for the fact in my day, the 12th graders looks about like the 8th graders do today, and the 12th graders today look like grown women. So I could have some fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's all the hormones that's in the food.
Yeah. Oh, I know it is. But if I could look like I did when I was in high school playing football, working out in the gym and all, because I dated a lot of the well, I didn't date a lot of cheerleaders. I just took them out. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. But I used to have fun with a lot of girls in school, but I can imagine nowadays, holy moly.
You could perform cheap tricks back in them days, because you didn't have to worry about them tomorrow because you would never see them again.
Yeah. Because they were about, in my day, in 10th, 11th, 12th grade, there was about 30% of the girls that was filled out. Nowadays, 100% of them.
Oh,
yeah.
The world has changed. Even your teachers, look how pretty your teachers are today compared to the teachers we had. We had matrons.
I shouldn't say this, but and you wonder why the teachers get in trouble fooling around with their students.
Yeah.
If you didn't ask, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That's right.
Corporal, it's time to use my beauty. Yeah. Oh, somebody's in heaven over there.
Oh boy.
Look at that. No.
Hot Rod Ford and a $2
Gonna give you
bill.
one up the nose. Gonna clean the snozzer. Go ahead, Max. Sorry.
Oh, Sterling Wills commenting about me about the having a Hot Rod Ford and a $2 bill. Oh,
I remember a $2 bill.
Yeah, there's always that. Remember that there's always songs about the Mercury and the Lincoln and the Flatbed Ford and the Deuce Coupe.
Buy me a Mercury.
Yeah. You remember the girl that was having fun till her daddy took the T-bird away.
Yes, she was.
Well, it was 55 degrees at 8 o'clock. It's already 67. By lunch, it's going to be 72. Katie gets out of the shower. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to go and ride the rest of the day and do some videos, go turn my mileage in.
It's my son 12 and had more hair than me at 44. Yeah, it is. Do you remember that Hot Rod Lincoln song?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. That's what
what I hate about jumping.
If you don't stop driving that Hot Rod Lincoln.
Yeah. You know what I hate about jumping in the shower after your wife has been in it? My wife used to use that SSS, that some kind of an oil-like stuff. She would treat her skin so soft. That's what.
Yeah, SOS.
Oh my hell! That damn bottom of that tub would be so slippery, you couldn't hardly stand up in there.
Yeah, that is smoothie, silky stuff. I wonder if water softener, because I'm trying to remember. I think that was made you slippery too, because it made your water soft. That's what we had in Minnesota, and you get these big bags of salt. You would throw it in to the water softener, and it felt like you always had a little layer of salt on
Yeah.
soap or something. You couldn't I'd
Get it
forgotten about
on,
that when I
sock
went
'em
back,
up.
and it's like it's always there.
Yeah.
But that makes the floor kind of slippery as well.
Yeah.
Falling.
You're right, Ghost. You're absolutely right.
You know, in the early days, we used to take ivory soap and make snow
How you
for our
doing,
Christmas
Sterling?
tree. We would use that. So we could make like snow for the Christmas tree using ivory soap back in the day.
Oh yeah.
That's
Welcome
back
on
when
in.
we didn't have electricity until I was 12 years old. So everything
yeah.
had to be handmade for the tree. Your ribbon that went around the tree was made out of crepe paper, different colors, like a
Popcorn.
chain.
We use popcorn.
Popcorn.
Yep,
Yeah.
popcorn worked too.
Mm-hmm.
We always went out behind the house and cut down a cedar tree for a Christmas tree. Brought it in the house and we decorated it.
Yeah, man.
But we sit there all day string up popcorn.
Agree,
to see
Ray.
you,
We used the
Sterling. How you
same
doing?
thing.
Just wanted to welcome Sterling and say how you doing, brother.
Doing good, doing good.
Yeah. Feeling
Sterling's
like we're
not
back to
home.
normal and kind of settled in homey again. I bet that
Yeah,
feels nice.
it's been difficult. Plus, I've been avoiding electronics and stuff as much as I
I
can.
noticed you said that the other day, which is cool. Take a break, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be hard if it was taken away forever. It'd be interesting. You'd have to really reacclimate your whole world.
Yeah.
If you didn't have this, even if you didn't even have this.
Yeah.
I still remember having the day I like texting. What's that? Why would you ever text somebody when you can call them? I thought it was the most absurd, stupid. Look at that idiot,
Yeah.
trying to do this. And I look over at my friend I go, what are you using your what? Yeah, that's
Yeah. Now nobody
give a
calls.
man a
Everybody
call.
texts.
Now it's like text me before you call. Okay?
Yeah. Nobody wants to actually talk to nobody no more.
No.
Well, remember when we used to think people walking around in public talking to themselves was crazy? Like, no, everyone's got Bluetooth in the ear now.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's right.
Got a mouse stuck in their ear.
Yeah.
That's true. We're all looking down.
Yeah, we are.
We won't
We're
look up no more.
already.
64?
Yep.
Woo!
67 here already.
78.
Wow.
46.
Shut up. Nobody wants to hear you. Sure.
It's temperature time, guys. It's temperature time.
Dang.
Wow.
That's riding weather.
Ooh, and I got a pulse.
Oh, 79.
Shut up.
Give it up to
My
Chris.
sister, she's a little bit warmer down there. It's 82 down there near Tampa.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
You had a hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what she say up 82.
Yeah.
How's Harold doing? Full swing?
He's around here somewhere.
He's still crazy and full of energy and having a good time. Nothing slowed him down, did it?
No.
Did the
Hell no.
backyard survive?
No, backyard's ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hold up.
Oh, no dog licks. Gross.
Hey, Harold, you're so big, Harold. Oh, what you doing, Harold?
Oh, he heard that.
You got Jade going crazy, yo. Sitting in her bed looking at. She's like,
It's beautiful, man.
the window. She's looking around. She's like, what the fuck?
Harold,
What is
thank you,
going
Harold.
Meow. Meow.
Let's see, we got one more. We'll take a look at here. Too. We got,
Meow.
I think that's the hair grew. That's a different one.
Yep, this is May.
Yeah.
He's looking out the window.
Yeah.
You got 10 dogs now, Keith?
9 right now. There will be 10.
How do you leave the house when you leave to visit? Like how do you do that?
Right now we have 4 pots of water and
Yeah.
another 4 pots of dog food.
Yeah, and
they have free roam to 50% of the house, like the whole.
how about to go in and out, like to the backyard? Do they like go out to potty?
They have a door with a permanent open
Yeah.
doggy door that they can go in and out.
That's freaking great. Then you're not held hostage too bad. Then
I am talking.
I know. All right.
The only one I have to worry about is Siete, because she can't go with the other ones.
Yeah.
But she has everything set up on the other side of the house, so she'll be fine.
Yeah. Fantastic. You don't have all your fun lights on, and I don't even think you have a mic on, do you?
No, just using the computer.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm trying to avoid electronics, so my phone's in the other
Yeah.
room.
You just downsized everything, like just being raw and rare. That was cool. Yeah, I hear you
yesterday-
good. It's just that I can tell the tone and the stuff is different.
Well, yeah, I'm not raging depressed.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about your mic, man.
Oh.
Yeah. That has made a difference.
No, I'm glad I'm not in the semi truck right now. America's circling the drain, and I don't want to be away from home when the big event happens.
See, you've been making me think when I was shopping last to pick up more candy. You said shelves will be like, possibly
45 days.
disappearing. Like,
45 days, and the shelves will be empty.
what is anybody telling anybody about this?
Nobody wants to hear it.
Hey, what I missed?
We lived through COVID. Nobody
So-
wants to hear that happening.
Listen up, everybody.
I mentioned it to the other half, and she was like,
Heh.
I was like,
What I missed? Did I miss something?
Well, this is something we all need to know. Apparently,
I was
we
like-
have.
I was like, you're not going to be saying that when there's no more toilet paper. You're not going to be saying, You're going to be saying more than,
Just to think I mulched all my leaves.
Yeah, see? I mulched all my leaves.
All right. All right. What did I miss?
Well, the thing is, go ahead, Sterling. You know more about it than I do.
Basically every ship from China has been turned around or diverted from the United States. And
Prepper.
so imports have stopped, exports have stopped, and it's basically going to be a waiting game, and China can play for the long haul. They don't care.
Yeah.
But right now there's an overcapacity in the trucking industry. So there's way too many trucks for little shrinking amounts of freight. And it's just, basically trucking companies are going out of business this month. They're looking at between 100,000 to 200,000 layoffs in the trucking industry just for the month of May, because the freight just doesn't exist. And if it does exist, it's moving for cheap. Ever since COVID, if you've noticed, everywhere you guys ride, they've built new warehouses everywhere.
Yep.
And they did that because America was depending on China so much. So we decided, let's build a ton of warehouses, put them everywhere anywhere there's cheap land, anywhere a farmer will sell his crop, his land. And they built warehouses to stock everything. Well, right now in the freight market, that attributes to maybe 6 months of storage, and we're talking non-perishable goods. So right now, the perishable goods, anything coming from China or anything like that, is just basically not coming to the United States. So yeah, about 45 days and we'll start seeing panic.
So
Okay.
I don't know. That's like, you'd think we'd all be on here with that type of dilemma. And you can say that with pretty much assurance that'll happen. And if not, it's really not going to hurt nobody. But when you do lives or when you do stuff like this here, that type of information should, especially to our community people that we know, give them the chance to have the heads up to know what to do or what you should maybe be thinking about doing before it's too late. Like that's where my brain's going right now anyway. So
the
just
number
saying
one
that.
thing right now is community and family. Make sure, let's solve our differences and stuff, because we're going to have to unite to get through this.
Yeah.
By all means, it looks like it's going to be a depression and not a recession. Chasing Ghost is saying right there, UPS now we're doing Amazon not profitable. UPS laid off 20,000 people this week.
You can't imagine what it'll do. Like something's not trying to be selfish here, but like a job like mine. There's no use for that. Nobody's going to have no money for that.
The company I hauled for was a hot shot company, and they charge a whole lot more for me to take a 12-cylinder Caterpillar engine out into your field. We delivered on the spot. Those jobs are going. They're disappearing every day because people are not going to pay that kind of money. My company has been devastated. Well, I say the last one I drove for, they're a good Christian company too. Good human beings. All they've done is serve America, but now they're losing their customers.
Yeah. We haven't seen a society that has been dropped to that level. Do you think it could get to a level like that of where people are so paranoid what I mean?
Well, it is true. We have seen societies turn that far. We've seen Russia, we've seen Germany, we've seen France.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm thinking,
we think we're safe and sound. We got our cell phones and our electricity, and there's a Walmart on every corner. But that might change.
All you got to do is pull a plug for that. But
this time we don't have a unifying event. Like last time it was wear your masks, stay 6 feet away from each other, and we all felt connected and let's save the world and make sure
and be hateful and resentful to those who aren't adhering to these rules, because some go out there ruling and going, well, you ain't sick, and then they got anger going on in the store, and you got this going on, and then I'm thinking I know a couple neighbors. But I mean, in general, people don't know their neighbors. They're not going to band together and help and keep other communities. Just say if it got kind of a little wonky like that, I'm just saying that uniting thing isn't going to happen as easy. It's going to be more apt to, even with your close neighbors,
there will be trouble.
And be shitty.
During the COVID, we always kept gasoline out here always for people that needed it. We usually kept several 5-gallon cans, and we're still doing that today. But there's going to be a time when people like myself will be not doing that because we're going to need it for ourselves.
There you go.
I usually keep regular gasoline because you can put it in a lawnmower or whatever. I don't buy premium for them.
Yeah.
I didn't know none of that. I don't watch the news. I refuse to watch the news.
I don't either. I don't either. But we get some relayed stuff here. That's
my news comes from guys that actually all these trucking company I work for. They're all bloggers, just like Sterling. They got their own little podcast. I follow these guys everywhere, and they're not going anywhere now. So
yeah, well, I follow Sterling, John JBG Travels, and Georgia Hot Shots down by Buck Brown, and
it's hard. Go ahead.
I got one dude I follow. Every word coming out of his mouth is F this and something. No, he drives what was his name? God almighty. Drives a blue truck.
Bulk.
Sound like a Mexican.
Sound like a what?
Oh, hell.
What's Tara mean by that statement? Do you know? Sterling says debating with boss how insulated we are hauling bulk waste and chemicals.
So she works in a specialized industry. That's not just your typical truck driver right there. She's very highly qualified for her position. So hauling bulk waste and chemicals, that'll be one of the last things that will come to a screeching halt in the trucking industry.
Yeah.
She's pretty well, quote unquote, insulated.
Good spot. I got you. No. Yeah. Good. Yeah. That's great.
Like in the occupation I had at the company, at the Boeing company, we were in engineering, and we were the very first ones to get laid off. Because as a projects get cut back, they lay off engineers first, because you still have to have sub-assembly of stuff
Yeah.
that's going on to complete a contract. So we never had any future. I mean, we'd go maybe 4 or 5 years without a layoff.
Man,
But I used the layoffs. I'd go back to trucking, and I had a lot of fun.
we wouldn't have to be panicking, so much if we knew how to do all our own stuff, how to survive without things that we think we need, grow our own food, do community things like, oh, no big deal. We got this, we got that. We can rely on these things,
But the
And-
government's made that more and more difficult.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
Well,
That's
we
what I say.
rely on our dependencies, It's,
yeah,
and
it's
then
like
from
taking
the
a pacifier away from a
Old
baby.
Mac was saying earlier, he didn't have electricity till he was 12.
Well.
I wouldn't last 12 minutes without electricity.
That's what I mean. Well, I'd be looking for battery backup, oh, I better charge this one up, or damn.
No, I'd be really screwed because I sleep with a CPAP.
Oh,
Y-
there's
well,
Miss
yeah,
DB.
stuff like that. Yeah, or sick bastard needing cold stuff for his, diabetes stuff, right?
Yeah.
You'd be SOL. How would you survive if you couldn't?
Well,
find-
we gave him some advice yesterday. Instead of why not just pour vodka in there? That kind of purifies everything.
Yeah.
The fumes and stuff coming up out of there will take away a lot of that smell in the house. And when the inspector comes in, all these, vodka is one of those drinks people can drink and work on the job because you don't smell it on their breath.
Yeah, nuts. People do that too.
We try to help out all we can.
It's a great tip, pro tip, man. Pro tip.
All I know is I'm going out in a hail of gunfire.
Do I?
You really think it's not all that?
Could be.
Can you smell it? Yeah, panic.
You
Panic.
can thank Trump for all of that.
You, Ray, the reason you don't have a lot of wrinkles on your face, you leave that damn news crap alone. You're going to live a better life. That stuff will torment the hell out of you. I mean,
Well, it's all propaganda, and they're only going to tell you what they want you to hear. They talk about other stuff to keep your mind off what's really going on in the world.
Yeah.
we don't want to know. I don't even want to know what's going on. I just want to get through the day.
That's it. That's it.
I want to go
Yeah.
out and ride and have fun.
Do what?
Tell them what Joe said. We really knew what the government was doing.
Well, they know. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows what the government. If they knew what the government was really doing.
The thing is, it doesn't surprise us anymore. Remember when they released the Kennedy files? We were like, meh, we already knew.
Yeah, and
Well, it's
all
not
this
a big
stuff.
deal. And
all-
go ahead.
No, all this stuff, that they're holding. Like, oh, we're gonna release the Epstein file. Like, who gives a damn?
Yeah.
It's just a lie.
They talk about UFOs like there's aliens on the planet now and stuff. We're just like, meh, whatever.
I've been to Jersey. I've seen some of those UFO people from Jersey.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you gotta watch out for that.
Look at this thing over there.
Deadhead ones.
Those
Yeah.
crazy the people from Jersey are out of their mind, man.
Yeah, because they drink coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Lots of it.
Yeah.
What's up, Angry D in the
Andy
house?
D here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Angry D.
EB's in the house. So, are you streaming on multiple?
Yeah, I accidentally used the wrong. Yeah, 3 places. Just I got a Twitch
Okay.
the other few days ago because my son is using it, trying to stream, a game, and never done that stuff before. So I'll sign up. No way I could watch and kind of talk.
Mhm.
I'm a little nervous about doing it, so I got me that and thought, well, let's stream to it, see what it'll do. I can stream to 3 places. I'm paying for it. Might as well
Twitch
try
was
it.
for like video gamers and stuff,
I
like
think
younger
so.
kids and stuff. That's why I've stayed away from Twitch.
Yeah, well, that's good to know because I had no idea, but I thought I'd try it. See what was up.
Angry D, you ask about Epstein there. You think he killed himself? I mean, I don't look at Hillary as a possibility. It'd be somebody. Her husband was involved in that, but we have a lot of high political figures that have been there many a time, and they don't want those names exposed.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think he's dead. I think Epstein's still alive. And if he did get killed, he was just the one that we found out about. There's probably
Yeah.
Epstein's out there.
We won't never know. Paul Harvey's gone, so we'll never know the rest of this.
Is society, is even anybody demanding anything different, like results or things being done? And if so, I'm sure that they're being silenced, but
Yeah, they say Elvis still alive.
that's a certain, you know, like how they made it out with bin Laden and all that. You know, everybody demanded, everybody was, and they wanted us to do that. So, you know,
How many times was Hitler seen in Argentina? I mean, he's been reported live just last year in Argentina. He'd have to be, what, 149 years old?
Exactly, Ghost. That's what I've been all the time.
And then you have half the country thinks he's in charge of our country.
That's right.
Believe that 100 ever since I heard somebody like Jesse Ventura, right, from wrestling. And
You got now where you're actually afraid to raise your arm up. You know, like I want to get recognized. You do that, you know, they go, oh, look at that right there. There's a Nazi.
Yeah.
So you think
ask Elon Musk about that.
I got a Nazi helmet over here, motorcycle helmet, and Joe, he loaned it to me, and we were riding, and I got the most angry looks. I live up in Coleman County, a real conservative. It's really but it's an old German community, and they thought we was coming back to power.
Welcome in, not today. Welcome in. Good to see you here.
We know Katie's cousin owns a tire store here in town. He's telling everybody, if you need tires, you better get them. He's got next month they're going up $250 a set.
Yeah, the rubber, it ain't just a matter. You got to have pure rubber in almost all tires. You know, they're not all fully synthetic, but there's a lot of other stuff. You know, the wire. We don't just manufacture all the wire. It goes in these like Michelin tires. Yeah, it's a world consortium of companies together that creates tires. You may have Goodyear and you may have Firestone, but just look where all the ingredients. Like you own a Ford, just look and see how much Chinese electronics in a Ford or a Chevrolet.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, you're a mechanic.
Well, hell, even Harley Davidson, most of the stuff on them are made in China now.
Yeah.
That's what we have become.
Nothing's made in America anymore. And that's our problem right there.
So hopefully what's going on right now will change everybody's opinion on, you know, ordering from Temu or any of those big companies. You know, let's start buying American again. So
Is she that girl that was with you down in Panama?
Uh-huh.
Or is it
don't say that. My wife might find out.
You brought home one of the bike washers now, damn it.
I know.
That didn't mean that insulting. I was just joking about.
I gave one number right.
Got distracted. And, yeah. I said,
the heck with the bike washer. Our waitress at the Alibi made me happy.
Yeah.
You put a notion in my head already there, Moto.
Say again.
You put a motion in my a notion, you know. I could almost paint a picture right there.
We're meeting Stanley for lunch today.
Okay.
So I'll be back down here.
Okay.
Later.
So you best
I'll be going.
behave.
I'm gonna go down sick for a couple of days.
You are?
There you go.
Maybe.
Come on down.
You kick out of fear mongering. Yeah, I know.
I would. Old man's got a darn doctor's appointment in the morning.
80 right now and fair.
Well, it's gonna be raining here starting tonight till Monday, if they're correct.
I hate that.
Yeah, I know, Robert. You've been
high
on point.
High 80s the rest of the week.
My family.
I need to come down there and get my sugar down.
But
that's 100% true what Tara's saying there.
Yeah, I was trying to read. My family lived under Nazi occupation and escaped communism. I have higher standards for what I call Nazi.
Well, people just throw that word around like, you know, stupid.
Yeah, good morning, Earthlings. Randy Rides, how you doing?
Got a cool motorcycle.
Yeah. We saw the last video. I was trying to remember what it was about. I was like totally brain farted. No.
I remember when Walmart came to. I grew up in Palmdale, California. I remember when Walmart
80s, early 90s.
first got there, and their
Pride.
biggest pride was, Sam Walton's
Yeah.
bringing
All
American
all
pride.
American.
Everything's made in America. And,
All American.
yeah.
Yeah.
And look what his kids did to the company.
I was a kid. We had Richway and Kmart.
We
Yeah.
had Woolsworth and Five and Dime.
That's
Yeah.
an
That's back when
artistic
everything
feeling.
was made in America.
Sears.
But back in the 40s and 50s, you could get a lunch at Woolsworth over there for 58 cents for a blue plate special. Meat, vegetables, usually mashed potatoes and gravy. 58 cents.
Wow.
Ain't that nuts?
And the tea was always for free.
And now if I have 58 cents in my pocket, I'm annoyed by it.
You know,
Yeah.
like that statement right there, when you think about it, like, and what people have been telling us, like school systems or government systems or whatever it is, something just simple as that should be a big clue to our lives of, like, I knew when they told us to get under the decks in case of a nuke, it was all BS. I didn't know much about that when I was a kid at that time, or whatever, but the lies that you get and about making you feel good, like, we got a solution for this. If this happens, this is what you should do. I mean, think about all those things that have been fed to us over the years that you kind of agree to until you get woke up a little bit, and I just took everything because, authority was authority. School was authority. Mom and dad were authority. All these people you had authority figures over. And as a kid, you better listen, or you got consequences. So when these things came over, I just believed everything pretty much I heard, especially about government stuff, until one day around I don't know when I started watching the 9/11 stuff. Back in 2010 or 15, somewhere in there was a lot of it on the internet that opened my eyes to everything. Because otherwise I was pro just like everything else. I was so washed and drained into that system that you couldn't no, I'm just doing my own.
Well, there's still a lot.
That's right. The government's doing what they're supposed to. Like, we don't know how to feed ourselves. What are you talking about giving us portion? They had control on. Remember, for a while they had size and portion controls and stuff at restaurants and different things like that, fast food. And we need the government to do, because we don't know how to take care of ourselves, apparently. So that's the way I was thinking, that they were good for us, and now I see everything like totally 180 degrees different. So like everything I'm questioning, everything that comes from the world almost as true, like the Bible says, is a lie. It's of Satan. It's a demonic, bring you down, hurt you. And it may look good for a while, as long as you're getting what you're getting, turn you into babies, and then you take that stuff away. What's going to happen? Humanity is out the door.
Yeah.
That's funny what Robert's saying there. They told us to get under our desks in case of a nuke. Well, when I grew up, we got under our desk because of the earthquakes in Southern California.
Yeah.
And the one time we had an earthquake, I was probably in 4th grade, and the acoustic ceiling tiles fell out of the rack and landed on the desks.
Yeah.
So that was the only time hiding under your desk actually worked.
That may help for some small stuff. That's for sure. Definitely. Yeah. There's some, but just, do you know what I meant when I was saying that? Like nuclear, even it's like,
Okay.
like, come on.
Yeah. If it's nuclear, you might as well walk to the cloud.
Yeah. Depending on where you are.
That's not good information. How about y'all do your jobs and not let those things happen in the first place?
Yeah.
I tell you, there's still a lot of sheep out there believes everything the government tells them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's where I was. I had,
and the government counts on.
8 months for
You have to believe your authorities. You grow up
For their system to work, the government counts on you to believe what they say.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how they.
I don't believe nothing they say.
Yeah. I got to get going, you guys. Brain farts are for real, for sure. Yeah, I know, man. This is a good one to be.
Yeah, I got things to do too.
Gets my anxiety a little high.
Road to ride.
Ever went with the herd. Yeah. Well, I didn't know about it till then. Like I said, you had authorities. I grew up having authorities, and you better listen. If not, consequences. I don't know how you grow up not being like.
I mean,
I learned, but that's good.
we
Yeah,
could
just
kind of trust the authorities, let us do our jobs, let us have our families, everything's peaceful, it's kind,
yeah.
I like that anymore.
Well,
Hey, Moto, please do me a favor. Give that little program a try because you've got such a creative mind. And then you can tell it to design you a tattoo of the most futuristic, and it will be in detail. And you could, I can see where you could utilize that too to go inside of your own mind and put it on paper.
I had one guy, or one lady bring that in already. Had one of those animated type foot. You could tell it was that, and it had the flowers and the stuff on it and the birds, and showed everything how she wanted it, and it was kind of neat. But it was, you could tell.
It'll do wireframes, everything.
Right. See, just a thought. We have 500,000 manufacturing jobs open that we can't fill, even if most brought back are automated. What would it take to get Americans to fill those jobs?
Yeah. Hey, Moto, there's a question by Rob's neighbor, and he wants to know what program we're talking about. Do you have the link to it? I just told you. I know what it is. It's Chat GPT, but do you have it in a link form so that
no? Back in the chat, American Outlaw posted it, so it would be there. And I just closed out the screen not long ago because I was getting ready to shut down, but.
Yeah, it's Chat GPT. If you want to look it up, just type in Chat CHAT GPT, and you sign up for it. It's easy, and oh my God, the program is expensive. I mean, it's elaborate. It keeps you on your toes. Whatever you can think in your mind, it can create. As you see the picture, you go, "Oh my God, this is the way I saw it."
Yeah, just put it in Google like that, and I'm sure you'll find a program that'll come up and do similar things, if not that same one, if you want to do that. Chasing Ghosts, 100% agreed, not for today. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Somebody else hop on if y'all want to.
Sterling, go live.
I got to roll.
I don't want to go live. I don't like peer pressure.
He's trying to downsize his electronics. He wants to maybe participate, but not be responsible for it.
This monkey don't want to dance.
You're done with it.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah. Hey, you guys. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you.
Come on, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah, so thank you, everyone, for having a wonderful coffee with me, man. It is much greatly appreciated. I think we started the day off right. So, just love on your peeps. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them. And just go out and have the best day you can. Spread it out there. We'll see you again soon. Bye.